For all but 10 days of his entire life, Jim Eby has lived on the dairy farm in Woolwich Township, now known as Eby Manor. His family operations seized a golden opportunity to create something truly special in the niche milk market. Denoted by its unique, creamy texture and iconic glass bottles, Eby Manor and its small herd boasts an avid following, although you'll be hard-pressed to find a bigger fan of the Guernsey cow than Jim himself.
The reality of living on the farm is, for me, I love it. I absolutely love farm. I love everything I do. Like, I'm one of those person who, I love the marketing. I love delivering milk. I love the cows. I love being in the barn. That's probably actually what I like the most. So I just like everything. I like the open spaces. You know, I like the country living. So my name is Jim Eby. I am the president of Eby Manor. Eby Manor is actually two identities. It is the farm and our milk retail business as well. When my father bought this farm, we were milking Holsteins, and I have nothing against Holstein cows, but he had an opportunity to get a milk contract with Maple Lane Dairy in Kitchener because they were processing and marketing Guernsey milk as well as conventional milk, and they could get paid a higher price for the Guernsey milk. So my parents switched in the early 60s. They transitioned from Holsteins to Guernseys. Now, a couple of years after that, the Milk Marketing Board came into existence, and they decided they were going to pool all the milk from all the farms, try to make the system more equal among farmers and more efficient. And so that was the end of being able to market breed-specific milk. And then a number of years ago, the Milk Board came out with an initiative to grow niche markets, develop niche markets, and start create new interest in dairy. So because we had Guernseys and we knew the success of Guernsey milk in the past, we knew we had an opportunity to be able to capitalize on that. We went ahead then and made application to the board to be able to do that. So in 2012, we launched our first milk sales in glass bottles, and we started out selling 2% Guernsey milk. So the glass bottles make it something a bit unique, something that stand out in the shelves, wouldn't just blend in with, with your conventional milk. But also the milk in glass will stay colder longer out of the fridge, and it will hold its freshness longer. It doesn't give it a longer shelf life, but it will taste fresh longer than it will in a container because it doesn't pick up any flavors. There's a story I like to share with people. Is my dad told me this story years ago about how he remembers when he was a boy and they still had horses on the farm, and how his dad, my grandfather, would load up turnips in the fall on the wagon, horse-drawn wagon, take the horses into town, and he would peddle his turnips, he'd sell his turnips. And I always thought that was a pretty cool story, and I've always been very interested in being able to direct market product from the farm to the consumer. And so I guess in a sense maybe I came by this naturally. We sell our milk here at the farm, and we also sell in retail establishments and restaurants. Our milk is used in some restaurants and bakeries. I think we have roughly 250 venues that we sell our milk through. Our biggest market would be Kitchener-Waterloo. We sell quite a bit of milk in Toronto as well. We're in Whole Foods, Starsky's. Through our distributor, we sell as far as Ottawa. And we have another distributor in Montreal that takes small orders. I know on Saturdays particularly, I would spend a lot of my day just showing customers around the barn. It is very important, and I find when people are educated and they understand what we do and they see the barn, they see the cows, they always go away with a very positive feeling. And they see that the cows are looked after, the cows are comfortable, they are healthy, and basically they're happy cows. The calves are all pedigreed, so they're all given a name. and they are given the name from, you know, very shortly after they're born, they're given their name. And they're named in families. So if a mother's name starts with M, the daughter's name will start with M, and her daughter will start with M. So we can quickly tell, just in the herd, you know, among the cows, it's a good reminder that, oh yeah, this cow belongs to this family, that cow's from that family, and, you know, kind of keeps them together as families. So it makes it easy to track them. So when the cows are milked, the milk makes its way through the pipes from the stable into the receiving jar here. When the receiving jar is full, then it pumps it through the pipe system, through a filter, and through a plate cooler, which cools it down partially. And then it makes its way through these pipes and into the bulk tank, where it is cooled down to about 2 degrees, 2 to 3 degrees. Enjoy animals, and especially cows. Cows are my favorite animals, you know. I came by that naturally, I guess. I like the interaction with cows. I like the fact that a cow is, she produces food, she produces milk, and then all the different things you can make from milk. You know, cheese, yogurt, you know, and so on. So it's all pretty fascinating, and, you know, it goes beyond that. To me, I just like that connection with the animals. You know, to me, they're like, it's almost like family. You know, that's kind of sounds pretty cliche, but, you know, it's they're part of my life, you know, very much so. We have a good cow, and she's been in our herd for many years, and it's time for her to go, you know, because she's breaking down with age. I feel that, you know, to develop that relationship, I would say.